A very good evening, dear parents. Welcome back to KidSpark, the online educational session for parents and teachers. And today I have something very special. Unlike the other days where we talk on general topics, this time we are collaborating internationally, speaking to educators, school administrators around the world to enhance our knowledge on early childhood education, speaking on timely topics. සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් දෙමාපියනි. අද ඔබ එක් වී සිටින්නේ KidSpark වැඩසටහන ඔස්සේ. වෙනදා වගේ නෙමෙයි. අද අපි කරන්න යන්නේ වෙනස්ම දෙයක්. International collaboration එක යටතේ අපි ලෝකයේ සිටින විවිධ අධ්‍යාපන ක්ෂේත්‍රයේ සිටින ප්‍රමුඛයන් සමග අපි කතා කරන්න යනවා කාලීන මාතෘකාවන් කිහිපයක් සමග. අද විශේෂ දවසක්. අද අපි කතා කරන්න යන්නේ මේ සමාජීය සහ චිත්තවේද සංවර්ධනය පිළිබඳව. ඒ කියන්නේ social and emotional development. It's a very timely topic. So today I have with me Miss Linky, all the way from South Africa. Miss Linky is an early childhood educator, a content creator for kids on YouTube, and she's also the co-owner of Miss Linky channel. So I would like to warmly welcome Miss Linky all the way from South Africa to speak on a very timely topic, that is social and emotional development in children.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss Linky and I'm an early childhood educator and a content creator for kids on YouTube.
Miss Linky, I have few questions for you. And my first question would be, how do you see the social and emotional development of preschoolers progressing globally?
This is a very difficult question, but I do think that teachers and educators around the world were all concerned about the social and emotional development of preschoolers due to the school closures of the COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, some kids were impacted more than others due to home situation, family situation, economic factors, location, and things like internet connectivity. But I think as a whole, most preschoolers had a negative experience with social and emotional development, and social and emotional development didn't occur as optimally as it would have under normal circumstances. Luckily, we have learned so much from this pandemic and online learning that we've learned a lot of strategies that we can use to manage the social and emotional development of this age group.
Thank you very much, Miss Linky. Yes, as you correctly mentioned, the past few months or the past year, let's say, has been very challenging in developing social and emotional in children. So, as you said that in the normal circumstances, we could have gained more. But as you correctly mentioned, yes, we need to learn on different ways. So let me ask you my next question. How can parents contribute to social and emotional development?
Now, this is such a good question because parents, in my opinion, is the single most important factor in social development for their preschool kids, especially with online learning. Of course, if a parent, and when I say parent, I'm talking about a caregiver, a guardian, a family member, anyone that's involved in the education of the child, if someone like that is not present to assist the child in logging into their online class, then social interaction cannot happen. But parents are also big role players outside of the classroom. So I think the way that parents can contribute is to realize that learning doesn't take place exclusively in the classroom or in a formal learning environment. For a young child, every moment is a learning moment. And that means that for a parent, every moment is a teaching moment. So we need to keep this in mind when we are interacting with our children at all times. Your child will look for you or look at you to see how you interact with other people, and they will learn skills like sharing or appropriate ways to interact with other people or how to manage their emotions. So as a parent, we need to keep in mind that our children are looking up at us for their social and emotional development.
Thank you, Miss Linky, once again. Yes, you definitely highlighted the point that for every young child, every moment is a learning moment, and for every parent or caregiver, whoever is involved in the child's education, is a moment, every moment is a teaching moment. Definitely we can be the role models so that our children follow, even in the classroom or outside the classroom, in our day-to-day lives. This is a very good thing that you spoke us about, Miss Linky. So thank you very much. Now my third question to you. What are the possible strategies to overcome this situation? Do we have strategies, Miss Linky?
So there are a bunch of strategies that we can use as parents, especially to help our children through this time, but also as teachers. And I think the most important thing is that we need to create as many opportunities as possible for our kids to interact with other people, whether the other people are their peers or their siblings or family members. We need them to interact with other humans. So as a parent, maybe your child is engaging in online learning and they're only having about 20 to 30 minutes a day where they get to interact with their peers and their teachers. So what you can do is you can get in contact with other parents and you can arrange online play dates. If it's possible to arrange play dates in person, that's even better, depending on the lockdown situation. But an online play date is just as good. We have found that kids can really interact with each other perfectly in the online environment, as long as you are just there to assist them to work the technology. So try and arrange as many opportunities as possible, and teachers as well. I have heard a lot of success stories from teachers who have been arranging extra opportunities for their students to interact with each other beyond the formal lessons that they've been giving, and these students have all benefited greatly. So that is one way. Another strategy is that if you are a parent who are very busy and you don't necessarily have the time to allocate an hour a day to sit with your child and interact with them, what you can do is you can incorporate them in your daily tasks. So if, for example, you have to prepare dinner for the family, so you don't have time to sit with your child, what you can do is you can get your child to help you in the kitchen. Obviously, you're not gonna give them any dangerous or complicated tasks to complete, but maybe bringing you a dish from a cupboard or taking something away or wiping a bowl, just getting some interaction with them, getting some quality time, getting to help you in whichever way, whether it's in the kitchen or running errands. Just try to interact with your child as much as possible.
Yes, definitely we can incorporate our children in our day-to-day lives. I think this is something that we can do every single day. That way our children not only will learn interactive skills, but also thinking skills, reasoning out, and lot more, even gross and fine motor skills as well. So this way it's a good family bonding time too. So thank you very much for those tips and advices, Miss Linky. Now my fourth question to you. What kind of advice can you give parents and teachers? Now this is something that I am looking forward to hearing from you, Miss Linky. Over to you.
Well, for me personally, what I found was that I had to update my idea of what a childhood is and what play is and what interaction is, not only due to this current COVID situation, but also due to the technological age that we find ourselves in. We often find ourselves saying that this is no childhood, or you need to go outside and play. But unfortunately, we as parents and educators need to realize that a childhood in the year 2021 does not look the same as a childhood in the 1980s, 1990s. Things have changed a lot. So we can try to fight it, or we can try to accept it and do the best that we can with what we have. So my advice is to update our ideas of what it means to be a child, and to help our children in this modern age with modern technology.
Thank you very much, Ms. Linky. Yes, I think we need to accept the situation that we are in and see what we can do to improve our children's social and emotional development using the technology. Yes, we need to definitely update ourselves. Thank you very much for that. Now, my final question to you, Ms. Linky. Do you have any suggestions to share regarding the early childhood education concept in developing social and emotional development of our children? What are your suggestions?
So, if I could suggest anything that would help you to better support your children, I would say that you need to make a point to educate yourself about your child and how they are developing and what they need. As a parent, we don't always know what, the theoretical things behind education. We don't know how young children learn. We leave that up to the teachers. But now in this age, in this time where we as parents have to also act as teachers, it's very important that we know how our children learn. So if you have a chance, it'll be useful to go onto YouTube and, search for some information about early childhood development, or speak to your child's teacher and learn from them. And for teachers, the same thing. It's always good to keep your knowledge updated so that you can give the best experience to your students. I really hope that these insights were helpful and that you will be able to better assist your children with social and emotional development.
Thank you very much, Ms. Linky, for your advices, suggestions, and also enhancing our knowledge in early childhood education in terms of developing children's socially and emotionally. So this is a very timely topic, and I'm so glad that you were able to be a part of this and share your knowledge. So thank you once again, Ms. Linky. I wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors. So, my dear parents, today what we discussed was about social and emotional development, how we can improve it during a pandemic situation like this where we have so many restrictions. අද අපි කතා කරන්නේ මේ සමාජීය හා චිත්ත වේග සංවර්ධනය පිළිබඳව social and emotional development. කොහොමද අපි මේ දවස්වල අපේ දරුවන්ගේ මේ emotional skills develop කරගන්නේ? කොහොමද අපි දරුවන්ට අලුත් දේවල් කියලා දෙන්නේ ගෙදර ඇතුලේ ඉඳගෙන? කොහොමද මේ restrictions එක්ක අපි කොහොමද දරුවන්ට අනිත් සමාජයේ අනිත් අයත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා කොහොමද sharing, caring ඔය වගේ දේවල් ගෙදර ඇතුළේ ඉඳලම කොහොමද කරන්න කියලා. පාසලට යන දරුවට මේ දේවල් ඉතාමත් ලේසියෙන් අපිට කියලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. විවිධ යාළුවෝ ඉන්නවා, ගුරුවරුන් ඉන්නවා. නමුත් ගෙදර ඉන්නකොට අපි ගෙදර ඉන්න කිහිප දෙනෙක් සමග තමයි මේ දරුවා නිතරම දේවල් share කරන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් එයාට interact වෙන්න ඉන්නේ මේ කිහිප දෙනෙක් පමණයි. ඉතින් මිස් ලින්කි කිව්වා වගේ අපි කොහොමද මේක දරුවන්ගේ emotional social skills develop කරගන්නේ? ඔබ ඉතාමත් කාර්යබහුල දෙමව්පියෙක් නම් කොහොමද ඔයගලන් දරුවන්ට මේ emotionally socially interact වෙන්න උදව් වෙන්නේ? ගෙදර දොරේ වැඩවලට දරුවන්ව සහභාගී කිරීම, එහෙම නැත්නම් online play date එකක් ගැන කිව්වා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට පුළුවන් අපිට දැන් දරුවා නෑදෑයෝ ගෙවල් වලට එහෙම නැත්නම් වෙන ඥාති මිත්‍රයන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ගෙවල් වලට අපිට එක්කන් යන්න බැහැ මේ දවස්වල. එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් මේ online play date එකක් organize කරගන්න. ඕගලන්ට virtual platform එකකින් පුළුවන් අනිත් අයත් එක්ක connect වෙන්න. ඒගොල්ලන්ක සෙල්ලම් කරන්න. අලුත් මේ තියෙන ටෙක්නොලොජි එක කොහොමද අපි හොඳ විදිහට පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ? ඒ ගැන අපි හොඳ අප්ඩේට් එකක් වෙත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නිසා මිස් ලින්කි කියන විදිහට එයා කියන්නේ අපි කොහොමද ප්ලේ ඩේට් එකක් ඕගනයිස් කරගන්නේ, මේ ටෙක්නොලොජි එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ කොහොමද, මේ දේවල් ගැන අපි වැඩිහිටියන් දෙමව්පියන් දැනුවත් වෙලා ඉන්න එක ඉතාමත් වැදගත් වෙනවා. So my dear parents, as the advices and suggestions given by Miss Linky, I think we can try them out. I know some of you are already doing it. We have our online school, we have online activities happening in our school, in the online school. So involving your children very actively in it will definitely help them to improve their social and emotional development. So my dear parents, we will come back with another topic just as this in our next session on KidSpark. I'll see you next time. Thank you.